All right, Jason, how would you describe your personality?
Um, well, I've got a couple of personalities, I guess you could say. Some days I'm good, some days I'm happy, some days I go with the flow attitude. Um, some days I have a I don't give a crap personality. I have a go with the flow personality. I have a leave me alone, don't talk to me personality. Um, but overall, I guess I would describe my personality as one being um, pretty much adventurous, out there, say what's on my mind personality. Really don't care what anybody thinks personality. Um, um, so you might catch me during the week, and my personality is on a different level. So if somebody tells you they have one personality and it's one way all the time, then they're totally lying, because I don't have that. I got a weekday personality that's serious, and I have a weekend personality that's pretty much go with the flow, happy-go-lucky, and sometimes during the week on Wednesday nights, nickel beer night, you might catch me in one of those go with the flow attitudes. But all in all, in a whole nutshell, to sum it up, multiple personality.
And how would your friends and toughest critics describe you?
They would probably describe me as someone who is impatient, somewhat of a semi-perfectionist, a go-getter. I don't stop until I get what I want. Very outspoken, very loud. Um, Generally, people say that I, I have multiple personalities. So you get what you get on any given day. So any given day, you never know what you're going to get. That's what they would say.
What was your upbringing like? Did you come from a lower, middle, or upper class family?
Growing up, I came from a middle class family. Family, of course, my mother worked, my father worked. As kids, we learned how to. At 13, I was working summer jobs, and I worked from 13 until still working. Um, we Christmases were good. We pretty much had everything we wanted. My parents worked really, really hard to give us everything we wanted, the necessities and luxuries. I can't ever remember going out without a Christmas without something that was on Santa's list. We always got what we wanted, but on the same token, we had to work for what we had to earn what we got. So I grew up in a not too much religious, went to church a little bit, but religion wasn't really pushed on me. But overall, I came from a very good family, um, hard-working, blue-collar family.
Did your family have the means to travel or show you the world?
Um, well, we did travel. We took vacations during the week. During the summer, we took 2 vacations. Our first vacation would come right after school, somewhere around June. We would always head to Florida. That's why I live here now, I guess, because I was a sucker for Florida growing up. Ever since I can remember, 3, 4 years old, we always took a trip to Panama City, Florida, or Daytona, Florida, or Orlando, Florida. We'd always visit the Great Smoky Mountains in the fall. We'd always go on little mini trips as well. Like on the weekends, we may head up to Amnicola Falls in the Great Smoky Mountains, or maybe go to Helen, Georgia, which is a town in the Georgia mountains. It's designed after, it's kind of has a German style to it, the whole town does. As far as traveling the world outside the United States, no, never was able to do that, because like I said, my parents worked really, I guess they figured a bunch of little mini trips would be better than one big trip overseas.
All right, have you ever traveled outside of the U.S.?
No, I have never traveled outside the U.S. Just never really had the financial means to travel outside the U.S. I've always, it's always contemplated in my mind. I've always wanted to travel outside the U.S. Always.
What scares you the most about traveling?
Really, what scares me the most about traveling is going to a country, anywhere overseas, and maybe ending up in a
you hope to learn in this adventure?
Oh, wow. I would really like to learn a lot more about alternative medicine. I would like to learn, processes they go through, maybe the statistics that come with the uh, with the procedures that are used in alternative medicine. I would also like to learn more about the countries that I go to, the people that are there, learn about their culture, learn about what uh, what what systems they use as far as medical systems, as far as treating cancer and treating HIV and treating eczema, or a basic hands-on knowledge and experience is what I hope to gain from this.
And what will you bring to the table?
Wow. What I'm going to bring to the table, if selected, is